All right. We're live, baby. We're live. I got my questions right here. It's Q&A, all right? You know, it's Tuesday. I'm a little late because I had to write my questions down, but it's all good. We here, all right? How's everybody doing? What's going on? What's going on? All right, come on in. We're going to let some people come in. We got a pretty good Q&A today because we got a lot of questions. A lot of very similar questions. So I kind of took the ones that I guess were most profound, and then I'll kind of tie in everybody else's question that were kind of similar, if you will. So I think we're going to start this thing off. It's sunny, feeling good in Nashville, so I'm happy. Of course, I want to let everybody know so you don't think I'm a weirdo. All right, I am looking at a screen here, and I'm looking at a screen up top because I got Instagram here. I have YouTube down low. What's going on, YouTube family? Got everybody coming in. Instagram family's coming in nice and tight. So we good. We good. All right. So let's go ahead and get this thing going. First one, which probably was along the lines of maybe about 6 different people asking the same thing. What's the longest time someone can fast? And is it healthy? Like, will you hurt yourself doing it? The longest I have heard of anyone fasting is 380 days, so a little bit over a year. Yes, someone fasted on water alone, not a juice fast, not a what's that other one? I can't think of the other one with the they put cayenne pepper and maple syrup, and not that type of fast. This is a water fast, okay? Water fast with minerals, vitamins and minerals sprinkled in over time. This person was under care with a professional. So I'm not telling none of y'all to go out there and fast for a year, which I don't know anybody who would be willing to go a year. Master cleanse, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you for that. So we're not talking about a master cleanse. We're not talking about a juice fast. All of those things spike insulin levels. And when you spike an insulin, or when you spike your insulin level, guess what? We got problems, okay? Snake diet is the closest thing to what I do. So that's not the master cleanse. The snake diet is a little bit more refined than the master cleanse. The master cleanse is not necessarily good if you ask me, because it spikes your insulin. The snake diet does not spike your insulin. But anything's gonna spike your insulin is a no-go. So with that being said, do I think it's healthy? Yes. As long as you have the weight to feed, because let me just say this. What people don't understand is that fat, belly fat that we get on our stomach, this fat is only food that's been stored. So if you eat food from here, okay, that's energy that I'm eating. But if I eat too much of it, my body will store it as energy. Okay, it'll store it for later. Kind of like a hamster does when it puts the food and stores it in its cheeks. We store it on our stomachs, okay? The only difference between us and a car, because a lot of people ask, well, break it down a little bit more. I don't understand. Well, your car, if you're about to drive across the country, if I'm driving from Tennessee, where I live, to California, I can only fill my car up so much. Even though I would love to fill the car up for the whole trip so I don't have to stop, guess what? There is no reserve. You got a tank. Once that tank's empty, you got to fill back up. However, with the body, it's a little different. You can fill the tank up and you can get some reserves. So that's what's going on. So for all of the people who wanted to know how long can you fast, as long as you got the weight and as long as you're doing it right. Okay, so you got to get your minerals in. You got to have your electrolytes. You got to make sure everything is on point. Okay, and I want to be talking about that more and more and really just opening this thing up for the right way on how to do it, because you can't just jump into some water and think you're going to water fast. Don't work like that, okay? You will, and as a matter of fact, the question's on here. So the next question, I guess I'll jump into that. The next question was, how do you fast so long, especially dry fast? How do you dry fast so long while still getting in your electrolytes, like your potassium, your magnesium, your pink salt or sodium chloride, your pink salt, pink Himalayan salt? How do you get those in when dry fasting? Because you all know I do a lot of dry fasting. And to be totally honest, you usually don't have to, as long as you replenish each dry fast. So if I dry fast now, when I come off my dry fast, I need to make sure I replenish my electrolytes. So I'm going to have some avocados, because of course potassium. I'm going to have coconut water. I'm going to have things, and this is what gets people off, because most people think because I talk about keto that I'm full-time keto. That is the last thing that I want to do. Anytime I eat, I'm going to have some carbs in most cases. I'm in ketosis when I'm fasting, whether it's dry or wet fast. I'm in ketosis then. So that's the difference. Now, what most people don't understand is when I break my fast, I'm going to have carbs like coconut water. Most people don't realize coconut water does have sugar in it, okay? It has carbs. So that's not keto. But guess what? I'm not looking to eat my way into ketosis. I fast my way into ketosis. So to answer your question, when you eat, you replenish everything, okay? So you can get into coconut water. Of course, I take my magic moss because that's going to have a lot of my magnesium, potassium in it. Of course, I also take, as out of coconut water for the potassium, avocados and other things, plant foods that I can eat that have the potassium, the magnesium, cucumbers. All these things are going to give you your electrolytes. So I fill up on my electrolytes and my hydration because, of course, when you dry fast, you don't have any water. So I fill up on my hydration, try to get some good fruits in, water-based fruits. I fill up, and then I'll get back into it. So the reason why it's not as necessary to replenish your electrolytes on a dry fast is simply because when you drink water during a fast, you're flushing out these electrolytes, okay? So that whole drink a gallon of water a day, that's causing you to have clear pee, okay? Anybody, my wife says, clear pee club, that's not always a good thing. If your pee is clear, if your urine is clear, in most cases, you are flushing out minerals, electrolytes, and other nutrients that you need. So it's not as important to do the electrolytes and everything on a dry fast. Why? Because you're not flushing them out with a lot of water. That's the thing, okay? So that's kind of why we can get away with it. As long as we replenish, when we do eat and drink, we can go into a dry fast and it'll last us through. Fat cells and everything else, glycogen, all of this stuff holds the minerals and everything we need over time. The body is very, very resilient when it comes to these things. So you don't need as much as you once thought. Let's see. Cool. How long does it take to fast your way into ketosis? What kind of fast? What kind of dry fast? And how long? Okay, I couldn't see it because of my shirt. Excuse me. And how long? So in most cases, the average person can get into ketosis in about 48, 72 hours. Okay. The longer it takes you to get in ketosis, more than likely the more insulin resistant / diabetic you are. Okay. How long? What kind of dry fast? A dry fast is a dry fast. In most cases, I'm doing dry. Okay. You got soft dry, which is where you can take showers, things like that. And then you have like a hard dry fast. And in most cases, I'm going to do a hard dry fast. But it just depends on what times you're starting them. Okay. I may only do about 24 to 72 hours, 24 to 36 hours. I usually don't go that long on the dry fast, to be honest. I don't need to. But it just depends on who you are, who you're talking to. What do you eat when you finish fasting? And once again, that same thing, that depends. Okay. Me, I break my fast with coconut water. I have an elixir that I make. And what's in the elixir is coconut water. When I break my dry fast and actually my wet fast, if I ever do one, what I'm going to do when I break my fast is coconut water, probably about 8 to 16 ounces of coconut water. I'm going to put about 4 servings of magic moss in there just because I like to go crazy with it. 4 servings of magic moss to get all of my minerals in, because that's 98 minerals in that. So I'll put the magic moss in there. I'll do some type of green juice powder. I like Organifi. Organifi is pretty good. I'll throw those 3 in, and then sometimes I'll put brewer's yeast, which is really good for B vitamins, amino acids. Dr. Amun Ra talked about this. Noon Amun Ra talked about the benefits and he did a full dissertation on all of this stuff about all of the things that happen around this type or this style of nutrient intake. So really good stuff with the brewer's yeast. Those are my 4 go-to: coconut water, magic moss, brewer's yeast, and green juice powder. Okay, I like Organifi. Those 4 things, that's all I need. And if I'm not fasting, I'm going to take that daily, probably sometimes more than once. That's the good stuff. How do you know when you're in ketosis? Me personally, of course, because I'm a professional, I know what it tastes like. I know what it feels like. I know what to look for. However, you can, they have urine sticks. I'm pointing in here because my urine sticks are in there. You can pee on the stick. If it turns dark purple or whatever, you're in ketosis. They also have, I also have those as well. Blood, you can prick yourself, test your blood, boom. Okay, so this is how you can tell whether or not you're in ketosis. All of this, by the way, is going to be putting all of this into my VT University. Okay, that was actually the next question. So I guess I'll jump into that. So the next question is, this is the most profound or unique question. I probably had about 10 people ask me, what the hell is VT University? So this one question being a little different, I decided to pick this one. Is it possible to lose 100 pounds, then once I'm small, bulk up inside of VT University? And that's a great question because that's why I built VT University in most cases. Number one reason I built VT University is because everybody can afford to pay me, you know, $500, $1,000, $2,000 to work with me one-on-one, okay, and have the walkie-talkie access to me and all this other stuff. Most people are not going to be able to afford that, and I realize that. So instead of me saying, okay, get the hell out of here because you're broke, I'm not going to do that, okay? I'm here to help. So what I tried to do is I said, okay, I'm going to try to come up with something that's a little more conducive for the average American to be able to afford. 45 right now. Right now it's $45 a month for the pre-sale price, okay? That will go away once we're out of pre-sale. The pre-sale price is $45 a month. You cancel anytime. A lot of people have been done wrong, I guess. And they're like, can I cancel this anytime? I'm like, look, baby, I'm not here to hold you hostage. Get your ass out if you don't want to be here, right? No, but seriously, though, you cancel anytime. It's not here to hold you hostage or anything. It's $45 a month. If you start now, you'll be grandfathered into that. Once it's up and running full time, it's going to be $60 a month, which, once again, that's very doable for the average American. Okay, and I asked this. I did some what they call market research, and I asked my brother, who, you know, really didn't have a lot of money, and I'm like, look, dude, you got a habit. Let's say you smoke weed, or let's say you drink alcohol, whatever it is. How much can you spend each month on your habit? And he's like, about $50, $60 a month. I said, okay, good. I said, is it safe to say that, you know, there's going to be some other money in there? He's like, yeah. I said, okay, good. That's what I'm going to base my program off of, because if he's broke and you know, trying to get his stuff together, which I'm proud of him, if he's trying to get his stuff together and he can afford $60 a month, and I know where he is, if he can afford $60 a month, I knew that the average American could. So I said, okay, that's where I'm going to go with that. Now, of course, that means you're going to have to kick some habits, because some of y'all are going out and turning up. You're spending $100 a weekend turning up, whether it's with alcohol, weed, drugs, whatever else it is, you turning up. I knew you had that money somewhere that you can go pull it out of. So that's what I did with VT University. What is it? It's basically going to give you everything that I give my one-on-one clients. The only thing is, I just eject myself from it because I can't work with that many people. Right now, I got almost 200 people in my one-on-one program who have walkie-talkie access to me, and I am dying. Right? I'm dying. I can't keep up with everybody. So once again, I created this so that I don't have to try to keep up with everybody, and it's more conducive for everyone to come in and can afford it. So that's what it is. It's going to have nutrition. It's going to have workouts. It's going to have, we're still going to do our weekly video chats, private video chats as well. All of that stuff's going to be in VT University. We're going to take care of that. So to answer your question, yes, you can lose 100 pounds. Why? Because I'm going to have over probably 50 different workout programs in VT University. So once you come all the way down and you lose all of your weight, then I'll have bulking style of workouts in there that you can go into and build your muscle up. And because, of course, I'm not, you know, charging you $1,000 a month like the average person would pay to work with me, you can afford to do that for that extended period of time. Because I have seen people run out of money in the middle of their transformation. They're like, man, Tay, you're amazing, but shit, I can't afford no more. I got to go. The ride ends here. And I'm like, damn, like we were doing so great. So this is another reason why I started this thing, is because I really wanted to make sure that as you're going through your journey, this person had 100 pounds to lose. As she's going through her journey, she don't have to be counting her pockets like, damn, I'm doing good with the vegan trainer, but shit, I'm about to run out of money. So that's why I built this thing. In most cases, I just want to be able to help more people, because I know everybody can't afford to work with me one-on-one. And, that's unrealistic to even think that. Let's see. Amazon for Magic Moss. No, just DM me. It's themagicofsoul.com, but DM me for the Magic Moss. I'll send you the link to it. Do you drink alcohol? Absolutely not. I know alcohol. Real quick. So alcohol, it's okay to have a little wine every now and then. I'm not against it. But for all my serial alcohol drinkers, okay, or for my people who turn up a little too much, what alcohol does, especially for my fellas, is it dries out the body. Kind of like sugar does, okay? Now, alcohol is responsible for drying out blood vessels. Why do you not want to dry out blood vessels? Because when you dry out blood vessels, they constrict. What happens when you get constricted blood vessels? You get erectile dysfunction, my man. All right, so I don't want erectile dysfunction. I want all the blood flow going to my penis, okay? Let's just keep it real. I'm going to just keep it real, all right? Just throw that out there. So I want blood flow going to that area, so I don't want constriction of my blood vessels, number one. Number two, it also dries out the prostate. So does sugar, okay? So once again, I try not to eat a lot of sugar. So once again, I don't want to dry out my prostate or let's just keep it real. All this is surrounded by sex, okay? Because if I dry out my prostate, then I'm going to be a minute man. That means I'm going to pop off way too quick, okay? Because the prostate pulsates, okay? And if it's dry, it kind of hiccups, okay? You get where I'm going there? So I don't want to be hiccup, I don't want to hiccup, and I don't want to come too quick, okay, when I'm doing my thing with my lady. So I'm just keeping it real with y'all, all right? Maybe this is a little too much for you. Maybe you got to close your ears, but most people just want to hear it how it is, and that's why I don't drink. Not only that, of course, it does other things to your liver. I just don't need it. I don't need it. So me personally, that's just something I choose not to do. Now, if you want to have a little turn up every now and then, do you, baby? I'm not knocking it, but you ask me why I don't drink, or do I drink or not? And that's my question. I don't, for that reason. All right. So that's what we got. Let's see. I think my IG page. Yes, the IG page is Magic Moss. Yes, that's right. Really dope idea, Tay. Real talk. Appreciate it, family. Dude, you take on a lot. God bless you. Thank you. Yeah, my clients know what's up. They're in here right now. A lot of my clients in here. And y'all know how I get down. All right. Not only do I answer my clients via walkie-talkie, but I also answer a lot of my DMs by voice. I try to get to everybody by voice. So it's very hard for me to, not only trying to get everybody who paid for my attention, but help the people who are, asking for some freebies, which is fine. I just try to do what I can for them. But of course, my first priority is actually my wife. I got to take care of wifey first. And then I got to take care of my clients because they paid. And then, everybody else can get the residuals after that. All right. So when will VT University start? In about 7 days. I got a whole team working on that right now. I want the look of it to be beautiful. I want the videos to be crisp. I want all the editing and everything to be on point. I have this little complex. Once again, I keep it real. I have this little complex of not being so much of a Negro. Okay, let's just keep it real. Call it what it is. And we have this we as a community have put this bad taste in people's mouth, or let's just say people just have a bias against Black people, especially Black men. We're gonna be late. We're gonna deliver half of the product that we said we're gonna do. We're gonna be, con artists, shade trees, etc., etc. So what I'm getting at here is I do my best to make sure I am none of that. Like, I want to redo what has been done to our name. So what I'm trying to say here is I try to over deliver every step of the way. So with that being said, I'm not just going to throw a piece, some shit together and tell you go join VT University and then it's this half put together thing. No, I'm going to make sure this thing is on point And when you come in, I want you to be like, oh shit, I got a deal for this because this is amazing. That is my goal. I try to over deliver in whatever it is I do. Hell, I could probably charge for these live streams, but once again, they're free because I'm here to help and I want to over deliver. That's it. So the same thing. I'm not going to rush that thing and hurry it up. No, we're going to take our time. We're going to make this thing look good. And over time, I'm going to be adding things. Like, as a matter of fact, I'm going to be adding new videos every day for the next 2 to 3 years, probably. All right. So that's what I do. I'm going to make this thing flawless. Okay. And let's just be honest. I'm human. There's going to be some mess ups, a typo or two here and there. There's going to be some mess ups. But at the same time, my goal is to keep that thing churning at a very good quality. Okay, I'm about quality, baby. So that is why I'm, giving it some time and letting my team work on it. Because hey, I don't want to be that Negro. Okay, so and I just want to change the narrative that's been put on us and just keeping it real. Let me tell my friend this. Yeah, tell your friend because right now you can get in and get that deal, get locked into that deal. Let's see what my YouTube fam is saying. I didn't know black seed oil cuts through belly fat. How does it do that though? Actually, I don't know too much about that. I don't know too much about black seed oil cutting through belly fat. I actually, when I don't know something, I'm gonna keep it real with you and tell you, I don't know. Because first of all, you're not gonna make me look like an ass on this live stream. All right. I don't know. Sorry, fam. But I'll get it. I'll look into that though, because that's interesting. Let's see, bro. Talk about soy. Yeah, I got a question coming about soy actually. So I'm coming. I promise you, man. That's coming. You're awesome, man. Appreciate it. So when will VT app open? Yeah, it's coming in 7 days. My team told me 7 to 10 business days, but he's telling me that to over deliver. So I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say 7 days. And if it 7 business days. And if it's not in 7 days, I'll open it up because there's already some stuff in there ready to go. If he's not, or my team is not finished in 7 business days, I'll go ahead and open it up and send those emails out to everybody who's in VT University already as the pre-sale. I'll send those emails out to everybody who's already gotten in, and you'll go ahead and get started. And you'll see it's already, I could put people in there now because it's already 150 recipes, vegan recipes. About half of them, or a little bit less than half of them, are vegan keto recipes, and then the other half are just plant-based, carb-based recipes. There are workouts in there already. There are classes that I do with my private clients when we do our classes through webinar. All of those classes are on, well, not all, but a lot of those classes are already uploaded in there. I've uploaded a lot of stuff in there, or we've uploaded a lot of stuff in there already. It's just not beautiful. I'll say that. So until it gets beautiful, I'll hold off. But if he's not done in 7 days, then I'll go ahead and open it up, and then you can watch it become beautiful as you're in there. So it's coming regardless. I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say 7 business days, which puts us at about, what's that, next Tuesday, Wednesday? If it's business days. Yeah, so next Wednesday, I'd say Wednesday, Thursday. So I'm hoping it's next Monday, actually, because I want to have that thing started up right. Let's see. Understand 100%. Heck yes, you're getting me so pumped. That's what's up. That's the way to do it. I appreciate the love, family. That's what's up. I really do. Everything Tay does is on point. Oh, my clients are so nice. I appreciate y'all. Represent Tay, no doubt, no doubt. I can dig it. Y'all are too kind, man. Really are. Seriously. Let's see. How will we know which diet meal plan to follow for the most effective weight loss plan? So what I'm going to be doing in this app, what I want to do is send you daily. It's called a drip feed. And what I plan on doing is sending you daily videos of me telling you, okay, hey, it's day 1. This is what we're going to do. If you're here to lose weight, there's a link below. Click that link. It's going to take you to the weight loss section. If you're here to gain muscle, click that link. It'll take you here. And basically what I want to do is it's going to take you to different spaces because everybody has a different goal. And then even in that space, it's going to say, hey, do you want to be aggressive or do you want to lose weight a little slowly? Are you somebody who's maybe addicted to food and you don't want to be that aggressive? Or do you want to, what you got? And then I'll give you some methods. Okay, well, you want to be aggressive? This is what you're going to do for the aggressive, route. This is how you calculate your macros. This is how how much you're going to fast, how you're going to break it fast, da 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 da. I'm going to break it down. That's the plan. Same thing on the other sides. So I'm just going to take people in different areas, because once again, everybody's going to have a different goal. So I'm going to have to take people in different areas, and I'm going to teach you how to build this on your own so that you will never need a trainer ever again. That is my goal, is to make you self-sufficient. Okay, most of you all are DIY people, okay, which is good. But the bad thing about it is you're DIY, but you're going online and you have all of this information. You don't know what's right. So I'm gonna give you what I know to work. You can go to my Instagram and look at the before and after photos. You can look at me and tell I know how to build muscle. I'm gonna give you what I know is right. You'll come in and learn that. So you know it's right as well, because it's worked for thousands of people. And then you can take that, and as you learn it, you can take it and you can do it on your own. Okay, on your own time. You'll never need a trainer again. That's my overall goal, is to teach and empower you, instead of just, I don't want you to have to rely on me. I've always told my clients that. I don't want you to have to rely on me. Okay, for my people on Instagram, on YouTube, who are donating money, thank you so much. And then Tracy, I saw you said, where do I sign up? I'll put a link here in the video, so when it's done, you'll be able to click the link and get signed up for VT University. I got you. So take it to the moon. I appreciate that. I got you. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works. I just want to empower the people. I just started to become vegan, and I need a lot of help. Let's see. Plus, I also need help aggressively with my weight loss too. I got you. Thanks for all of this, Truth. That's what's up. I learned a lot from Tay. Thank you, my lady. But yeah, I got y'all. That's exactly what I'm trying to do here. It's just empower you, okay? And once again, allow you to do your own thing as you go along. Because like I said, many people have, this lady who asked this question, she has 100 pounds to lose, okay? Now, I don't want to make her feel pressured that, like, she's counting her dollars and she's like, oh my God, I only got 3 months with Tay, and I know once these 3 months are up, I'm not going to be able to afford him anymore. I got to lose the 100 pounds in 3 months. No. We're not going to put that pressure on you. So that's why, once again, I built this, because I want to take you and say, okay, hey, you got 100 pounds to lose. I could get it off in about 4 to 6 months, but you're human. You're going to mess up. You're going to cheat on your diet. You're going to have emotional eating. There are videos in VT University talking about all of this as well, emotional and psychological eating. We're going to talk about all that. But you're human. You're going to mess up in those, 4 to 6 months. So instead of counting your dollars and like, damn, I only got this much time left with Tay, it's cheap enough to where you can say, okay, I messed up, but that's okay, because I can afford to stay in this program for, 12 months or a couple of years. Because I got some clients been with me for 6 years, and I could keep doing it because it's cheap enough. So I don't have to kick myself in the ass when I'm not losing my 100 pounds in 3 months. Because I've had that happen a lot. So that's kind of what's going on. That's one of the biggest reasons why I really wanted to do this. Are there any simple vegan recipes, not complicated? Like one who enjoys vegan burritos, rice. Yeah, actually, most of them are that simple. It's funny you say that. I have vegan burritos in there. I have, it's called an avocado quesadilla, where you literally just, take some veggies, avocado, put it between and cook it. Like I got some stuff in it. So yeah, I try to keep stuff simple, because we ain't got time to be doing all this blending and, let this sit and ferment for 6 days, and we ain't got time for all that. So I get it. So yeah, the recipes are going to be fairly simple. Let's see what we got. Are you going to access the photos? Are you still going to access photos? Oh, no. So what I'm actually working on, because yes, you're going to need to put in photos, or I'm going to suggest it. Some people are weird about that, but I'm going to suggest that you still take your photos like I do for my actual clients in VT University. And I'm going to suggest that you take those photos every week, right? Every Saturday. Ain't nothing changing. Really, it's going to be the same thing. I'm just extracting myself away from being, walkie-talkie to that. That's it. So you're still going to take your photos and everything. I'm going to want all of that in there, because we need to see what's going on over time. Because if something's not working and your pictures look the same every damn week, guess what? You're doing something wrong. And now we know what to change, or we know to change something because it's not working, right? So yeah, all of that's gonna be in there. I got y'all. I'm telling you, I got you. And that's why I also had you all, sign up early so you can tell me what I'm missing, especially my clients. You got a dope ass soul, man. Thank you. That's love right there. That is a compliment. You talking about a compliment? That is a compliment. That made my day right there. A dope ass soul. That's deep. I appreciate that for real. What is your view on colonics? Colonics, all right. I don't want to be plugged, to be honest. So I'd probably never do one, but yeah, they're good. So excited for VT University. I'm excited too, fam. To be real with you, very excited. I struggle with making it past 15 hours fasting. By the time I'm starving, what are your tips? You got muscle through that shit. To be honest, you just got to muscle through it, because what happens is the first 48 hours are going to be the toughest. And then in 48 hours, what's called ghrelin, there's a peptide called ghrelin that drops. Ghrelin is responsible for your hunger. So it drops. And when that drops, you kind of get this like feeling of like, okay, I haven't eaten, but I'm not hungry anymore. That's when you're on point. You're on the right track. So you just got to fast long enough to get that ghrelin to drop. Let's see. I can lose 100 pounds in 4 months. Yeah, you can. Definitely can. I got somebody who just lost 50 pounds in 1 month. So even if it took you another 3 months to get the other 50 off, it can be done. Brother, what do you need from me to do this podcast together? Hey, man, hit me up. I support my people, man. We'll get on the podcast. Hit me up. Just DM me. I got you. I've been dry fasting since Sunday, 1 p.m., and I'm not in ketosis yet. Is that normal? So it's Tuesday. Is that normal? No. Why? Because it depends on what your normal is. For many people who have insulin resistance or diabetes, it takes you longer to get into ketosis. So you can be in that boat, because you said Sunday at 1 p.m. That means you're 48 hours in. Yeah, you might have to go a little bit longer. That's just, it depends on how you, once again, I don't know how you were eating. So depending on how you were eating leading up to, your glycogen stores might be so full, you just spewing out full of carbohydrates, all right, or glycogen. So it just depends. It really does. I'm using keto sticks. How dark is still healthy? You can go as dark as you want. I would say when you're testing your blood ketones, you don't want to go over 5.0. What about stubborn? What about the stubborn 10 pounds? I see recommendations for 20 pounds or more, but I don't see about fasting for stubbornness. So I got a few people who came to me just to lose the last 10 pounds. As a matter of fact, the lady, not the last transformation I just posted, but the lady before her, she came to me basically for her last 10 pounds, and we got them off in 3 weeks. So it's just science. It's a way you have to do it. And it depends. I don't know what you're doing. And many times what could be happening is you have reached homeostasis, because many people think if I just cut calories and work out, I'll lose fat. But what happens is the body's going to start fighting you because it doesn't want to be that lean. And the more you try to do that, the more the body will just drop its caloric needs. So if you're burning 2,000 calories a day and then you start dropping calories, it'll lose weight at first. And then it'll go, oh, what you doing? The body will catch up to you and it'll go, okay, you're going to only feed me 1,000 calories. That's all I'm going to require you to take in. That's it. Okay. Do I have any? Most of my clients are on menopause. Let's just keep it real. The average person who can afford to work with me is an established middle-aged woman in most cases. Okay. Men are know-it-alls. They don't usually want help. Most of them. I do have men clients, but most men, especially who are established enough to be able to afford me to work one-on-one, they're too prideful. They don't even want to hear what I got to say. And then the only other person in most cases who can afford to work with me one-on-one, in most cases, are going to be a middle-aged woman. Okay. Middle age being someone who's in menopause. So most of my women are in menopause, to answer your question. All right. So that's another reason why we talk about not drinking, because drinking F's with menopause. Okay. It's not good. Let's see. What about stubborn 10 pounds? Okay. So I answered that one. Had no idea coconut water would break fast. Yep. See, I told y'all, a lot of people are doing it wrong, and they're drinking coconut water thinking they're fasting, but it's spiking that insulin. And when you spike the insulin, guess what? You're not going to get the same results. You just, when insulin is high. And here's the crazy part. When insulin is high, by coconut water or a juice fast. A lot of people do juice fast. They raise the insulin. But when it's high and you're taking or you're in a caloric deficit, guess what happens? The body will undergo a form of sarcopenia. What is sarcopenia? Basically, that's atrophy or disintegration of the muscle. Okay, so your muscles are being they're basically being catabolic. Okay, that's what that means, to eat away at the muscle. So you're doing a juice fast thinking you're doing it right, but you're losing muscle, i.e., ladies, you're losing your butt and your thighs because you're trying to do a juice fast and you're in a caloric deficit, but insulin is high. That's the mess up. Okay, so guess what? Bring the insulin down, keep the calories at zero, just fast. Okay, keep the insulin low. What happens is the body will then tap into the fat instead of tapping into the muscle. Okay, it's called gluconeogenesis, when the body makes new glucose by way of the muscle or other forms of internal storage. We'll say that. So that's what. Just look around. The best way for me to show you this is to just look at people who juice. In most cases, not everybody, but most cases, people who do a lot of juicing are very slender, sucked in, like they don't have a lot of muscle. They're sucked in. Their chest is flat. They're sucked in. The ladies have a little pooch on their stomach and don't have no type of ass. Okay, let's just keep it real. So their butt is gone. Their thighs are gone. And it's because they're doing a lot of juicing. The insulin is high, and then so yeah, that's what's going on. Is lemon water or lime water breaks the fast? No, it doesn't break the fast, but it does create salivary. It creates you to salivate, and when you salivate, guess what? That causes it makes it harder for you to say no to food. Let's just say that. So you ever seen something that looks so good or smells good and your mouth gets real wet and now you're ready to eat because your mouth's wet? Okay, I know that sounds weird, I know, but that's what's going on. Okay, when you drink that lemon water or that lime water, yeah, you can get away with it, but guess what? That's going to cause you to crave some things. So if you can't fast because you just keep eating something in the middle of a fast, then that's what's going on. Okay, what diet is the best diet for insulin resistance? Everything I'm talking about right now. Fasting, keto-ish diet, which I'm about to answer a question about that in a few. All of that good stuff is what's going on. Oil pulling for bad breath. It's dryness. Yeah, you can. Oh, that's my girl. What's up, lady? Yeah, you can definitely oil pull. Just be careful. Don't swallow it. I'm not trying to be gross there. Well, yeah, just don't swallow it. What is a dry fast? Dry fast is when you don't do anything, no water, no nothing that you consume. A soft dry fast is when you can do the oil pulling and kind of touch some water. Is lemon water? Okay, I answered that one. Gross question. What do you do about bad breath while fasting? Okay, she just answered that. Thank you, my lady. She jumped in there and got it for me. What type of water should I drink? Alkaline is the best. I don't really buy into that whole alkaline thing. If you got alkaline water, it's fine. If you have, I like spring water. So if you got a good spring water, roll with that. But I don't get too, as long as you're not drinking tap water, stay away from tap water. It's junk. All right. If you fast, then you eat for 2 hours, then you fast again. You push your fast back further and further. How do you avoid ending up on a weird, super late night? So you play with the times is what I'll say. So basically the question is, for my people on YouTube, the question is basically, I'm just going to rephrase it. If you're fasting for 24 hours and then you eat at the 25th hour, how do you stop yourself from eventually getting to, eating at like 10 at night? Well, what happens is you just play with the window. So sometimes I'll go 24, 24, 24, 48, or 36, 24, 24, 24, 12. You just play with the window so that you keep resetting the time. And you can do that. Once again, it's just about what are your goals, what are you doing, et cetera, et cetera. Let's see what we got on YouTube. What's the body tingling? Some people call that pins and needles. It depends. It could be a B vitamin deficiency. I do 18, 19-hour daily fast, feeling great. I love it. I love it. Once again, I want to thank everybody who's donating money on Instagram, on YouTube. Thank you. It means a lot. That means you value this stuff, and that's why I do this, because I want you to value it, and I appreciate it. I really do. Going back to vegan for good. Any suggestions for low carb vegan recipes? Look, come on into VT University, baby. I got over, let's see, 30 plus. And there's at least 45 vegan keto or low carb recipes in VT University. It's worth the membership just for the recipes. I can tell you that now. So I'll post that link here on YouTube. Is there a substitute for those who don't like coconut? Yeah, cucumbers. Or you can just take an electrolyte powder. There's electrolyte powders out there as well. So yeah, you can definitely mix it up. Thoughts of exercising doing a long-term fast? Oh, I love it. I love it. But you have to listen to your body. The reason why I say that is because some people can do it, some people can't. I've been fasting for over 15 years. Okay. So for me, I'm an OG at this thing. All right. I'm an OG at it. I've been doing it for a long time. So I can go, and I played 2 hours of basketball on a 48-hour fast. I've worked out. Somebody asked me what was the longest fast I did. I've done a 6-day fast and worked out every day. Okay. It just depends on who you are. Okay. And it depends on whether or not you're staying in, we talked about the electrolytes. So you're staying within those electrolytes that you need, et cetera, et cetera. So it just all depends. It just all depends. Let's see. Yeah. Stay away from tap water. Thank you for taking the time to answer my questions. Of course, I got you. Okay, so I got some more questions because Instagram's going to cut us off in probably about 10, 20 minutes. So let's see. So we talked about 100 pounds. Yes. What is the longest fast that I've done? So let me kind of answer that one again. So the longest fast I've done was 6 days because I didn't really need to do much more than that. Some of the results that I usually get from a long fast like that, based on my memory, the 6-day fast, I ended up losing about 24 pounds. Okay. Once again, and I have to make this very, very clear. When you lose 24 pounds on a dry fast, on a fast period, that is not all your weight loss. Okay. That's not all yours. Some of it's coming back. Okay. So I get people who jump for joy. I lost 24 pounds. Guess what? A lot of that was water and glycogen. Okay, so when you go back and eat, you're going to eat some carbs, and then you're going to store a 1-to-3 ratio in water. So that means if you eat 1 pound of carbohydrates, you're going to store 3 pounds of water, which means if you lost 24 pounds and you eat a pound of carbohydrates, you're going to gain at least 4 pounds back right there, because the body has to refuel that glycogen. So you gotta remember that. Okay. VT University. Somebody asked about a membership. So yes, I just created a VT University that's going to lay out all the nutrition planning, all the workout planning, all of the stuff that everybody's asking questions about right now. Is going to be like a how-to guide to walk you through with video modules and programs, lots and lots of workout programs. All of that stuff's going to be in there. And you just pay a membership to, it's like the YMCA or something. You just pay a membership to use it. And, whenever you're done with it, you cancel. Let's see. You don't drink tap water. Hell no. No tap water for me, buddy. As a matter of fact, I got a shower filter. I don't even shower in tap water. I got a shower filter on my shower right now. Let's see. But I live in Canada. Probably still the same as U.S. Fluoride pure water. Yeah. I don't know much about Canada, so I can't say that it is bad, but I still wouldn't do tap water. I still get you some, some good stuff. Just sign up for VTU. And in May, I was planning to doing a 3-week water fast. Oh, wow. You're going to do a 3-week water fast. That's what's up. And hey, you got VT University now to help you through that, because I'm going to teach you how to do all of the electrolytes and everything. So glad you're on board. We're going to really have some fun with this. Okay. And for everybody, just know, just like I do these Tuesday video chats on Instagram and YouTube, I'm also going to be doing private chats. I already do them, but I'm going to be doing the private chats with my clients and the people who are in VT University. So that's when I actually make a PowerPoint for you, and we really go in deep or in depth with everything, and I teach you all the stuff you need to know and still answer questions. So we're going to be doing this basically twice a week. So no need to worry about, if you're going to have questions or not, because we're going to answer those questions. They were saying it'll help with the lupus. Let's see what's the problem with tap water. Oh, it just depends on where you live, but you know, if you drinking tap water, there's a bunch of crap in it. Okay, just Google. You know, I hate to send you to Google, but yeah, just go look and research tap water. It's not good. Don't trust the government with your water for real though. Look at Flint. Exactly. But yeah, you gotta do some research on it. I'm not gonna dive too deep into that because I feel like that's something a lot of people already know, and I'm not gonna waste the time because we don't have much time left. So let me get back into these questions. How many net carbs should someone consume? This is once again one of those broad, vast questions that guess what? I don't know. How much can you handle? Okay, that's the thing. So with that being said, when you go into the keto community, the traditional keto community, they're going to tell you stay under 50 grams of carbs. Some people say net carbs. Some people say total carbs. But guess what? Once again, who are we talking about? And I don't believe in that anyway. Okay, we get in ketosis through fasting. However, although we're fasting our way into ketosis, I could actually stay in ketosis by eating upwards. Excuse me. Whew. That's actually just air because I haven't eaten anything since yesterday at like 1 o'clock. So I'm more than 28 hours fasted right now. So, but anyway, what people don't understand is that I can go like right now. I could go eat something right now at 28 hours fasted. I could eat 200 grams of carbs and test my blood ketones in about 2 hours. I'd be right back in ketosis. Okay, so 200 grams of total carbs, that would look like maybe 100 to 120 grams of net carbs. So it just depends on who you are. What does your lifestyle look like? Activity level. How much, are you insulin resistant? It just depends. So when somebody asks me how many net carbs can you get away with, I don't know. You got to play with it. You got to play with it. And that's what we're going to talk about in VT University as well, because it's not going to be the same for everybody. What I do is I'd start you low. So I take you down to about 70, 80 grams of net carbs, and then I'd slowly build you up. And then boom, when you get kicked out, it's like, all right, that's your number. So take it back down. So, if we go 80, 90, 100 net carbs, and you still losing weight, everything's still going great. And then we hit 150 net carbs, and it's like the scale pushed back, and it's like, oh, you just gained weight. Perfect. 150 net carbs is too much for you. Take it back to 130. That's kind of how we do it, okay? So this is all the information that I plan on putting in that VT University because I want to teach you how to do this thing. All right, let's see what YouTube's talking about. Thick vegan Australian tap water is good. But when I'm in the U.S., I can't stand the taste of your tap water. Yeah, for real. So when you're in the U.S., stay away. All right, stay away. And I'm kind of jealous that you out there in Australia with all that good water. Doing a 7-day water fast, how many days should I take to properly break it? If you do it right and you got your electrolytes and everything, you're going to avoid refeeding syndrome. You usually can jump right in with some good. I would do like something that will help to replenish. Olives are good. Any fruit, I can't say any fruit, but most of your fruits are going to be good. Olive, avocados, yes, those are fruits. Cucumbers, yes, that's a fruit. Zucchini, yes, that's a fruit. All right, squash, fruit. So now you're getting into these types of fruits that aren't necessarily sweet fruits, so it's not going to spike your insulin super crazy, and it'll allow you to slowly get back in. But you can also do sweet fruits, apples, berries, melons. Those are also good. It's going to run you to the bathroom, so be careful. But all of those things are good to break your fast with. And then once you do that, you can jump right in. Do you drink coffee? Absolutely not. I can't stand coffee. I don't really like anything that's going to make me an addict. I'll be honest. Okay. So same thing with sugar. I hate sugar. I love it, but I hate it because I don't want to feel like I need anything. Okay. I don't even like feeling like I got to have oxygen. No, I'm kidding. But seriously though, coffee it's addictive, man. And I see what it does to people. It's kind of like cocaine. When I was growing up, I was one of the kids who was kind of lucky to see what cocaine did to people because I saw it, And just like I saw it with cocaine, I see the same thing with coffee. And I'm like, oh shit, I see what that's doing to people. Have you ever seen somebody who's addicted to coffee who can't go without coffee? Like, or when they go without coffee, do you see what kind of person they turn into? That is what turned me off from coffee. Okay. So when I put 2 and 2 together, that train is loud as hell. When I put 2 and 2 together, I said, you know what? I don't want to be one of those people who are just spazzing out on people when they don't get their coffee. So I decided, no, I'm good. That's why I fast a lot too, because I feel like if I can't go without it, or if I can't fast from it, then I got a problem. Okay, in most cases, I got a problem. I don't like to feel like anything has a hold on me. So sugar doesn't have a hold on me. Alcohol doesn't have a hold on me. Weed, drugs, coffee, none of that shit has a hold on me. Okay, nothing. If anything, sex might be the one thing that has a hold on me, but not even that shit. I'll fast from sex. All right, so that's just how I feel though. I don't like anything having a hold on me. I like to be in control. Let's see. Will you let BT members know if they are insulin resistant? No, because I won't be able to work with everybody, and that's kind of the thing. Like I can't assess everybody. Something a lot of you may have not been paying attention to. I'm up another 10,000 followers on Instagram. As they, 10, 15,000 people, as they're coming in, shit, at least 1,000 of them are gonna be looking like, hey, what you doing over here? Maybe I want to join your program. I'm not gonna be able to talk to 1,000 people, not all at once. I'm not gonna be able to, assess, these people. So I have to do what I can to give a very thorough overview of what you can use to go your own kind of way. And you do that as you can. And then if you want more, if you want to like, man, I really just want to one-on-one with you, Tay, then save your money up or whatever, and then you can go that route. But I'm just doing this once again for the people who really can't afford it. And I'm really trying to take away the excuses too. It's too expensive for a trainer. No, it's not. $45 a month. You spend that on a bottle of wine most bottles of wine are like $15. But you spend that on, some junk, some bullshit, to be honest. Okay. Sack of weed or something, you spend it on some bullshit. So I wanted to make sure I took away those excuses. Once I got around 16, 18 hours of fasting, I started feeling really dizzy and just not good. Guess what? That is a detox effect. Once again, which is why I don't like cocaine. I don't like sugar. I don't like coffee. I don't like these things. Why? Because anything that gives you an up or gives you like that feel-good dopamine response, you're going to have a crash when you go away from it. So with that being said, when you fast and you do a lot of these things, there's only 2 things that can be happening. 1, you got a mineral deficiency, okay? Mineral/electrolyte deficiency. 2, it's a detox effect. So if I give you a little cocaine, a little blow, and then I take you and put you in a jail cell, okay? This happens quite often. I put you in a jail cell for 3 months without blow. Guess what? You're going to have sweats and dizziness, and you're going to have detox effects, just like you do with sugar and carbohydrates when you come down from a fast or when you're going into a fast. So same thing happens. You got to power through it, baby. That's it. Let's see what YouTube's saying. Facts on that sugar. Yeah, for real. I see a lot of people addicted to sugar and cream in it. Yep. Not so much coffee, but I understand. Thank you for your thoughts. Yeah, most definitely. I'm not saying coffee is a bad thing. Let me just say that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing for everybody. I'm saying it's a bad thing for me. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So I don't want anybody to take what I do for me as, gospel. All right? Don't take it for gospel. You're so funny, Tay. I try to throw a little something in there, a little razzle dazzle. Let's see. I'm a chocolate heart. I love my chocolate too, but guess what? I can't let it take me over, baby. Can't let it take me over. I didn't know it had those. What brand of electrolyte pill do you use? Be careful with the pills. If you're gonna do electrolyte, do powder, electrolyte powder. What is refeeding syndrome? Refeeding syndrome is just something that people get when minerals and electrolytes get too low from fasting. What happens is it changes the pH in your body. Your digestive system kind of goes, okay, we're not digesting anything, so it kind of like shrivels up. And I'm giving you a very simplified version of it because I don't want to talk over anybody's head. But it shrivels up basically, and bad things happen when you have refeeding syndrome and you put something in the body and you try to gear it back up. It's like, bro, you haven't fed me anything, and I don't have electrolytes, so my pH and my hydrochloric acid is low. So because if you're too alkaline, hydrochloric hydrochloric acid can't be as high as it needs to be. If you're too acidic, your kidneys have issues, especially if you've been fasting and filtering a lot of metabolic water coming from fat. Metabolic water has been going through your kidneys. You're gonna make them acidic. So a lot of these things you got to be careful with. Okay. Let's see. What's your IG, bro? I am the vegan trainer, big baby. Hit me up. All right. That's the Instagram. I like nut smoothies for breaking the fast. That's good too. That can work. I would soak your nuts before you eat them. Don't know how to quit. That's a friend of me. Strong-minded attitude. Most definitely. Most definitely. Let's see. What are your thoughts about getting access to, I can't see that, to your blood glucose monitor? What do you, only through prescription? It depends. If you're like diabetic or something, you're going to need one. But if you just need a blood glucose monitor, you can get, it's called a Keto Mojo. It tests your blood glucose and your ketones. You prick yourself, and then you just test for your blood glucose and everything, just to see what your insulin does. Tay keeps it real. Too funny. Of course I do. You're not going to keep this thing real. Maximum keto. Got them from Amazon. Yep. Let's see. Black bottle blue. Okay. Weed is where it's at. Look, I know I got some weed heads on here. I'm not knocking y'all. It's all good. What I like to tell people though is a lot of people don't realize that weed, alcohol, really any other drugs, any blow, whatever you want to call it, all of this stuff is recreational. Okay. So for instance, I got a bunch of shoes back here. Okay. I like shoes. If anything, I got a habit about shoes. I like shoes. Okay. Some of these might not be vegan. Go ahead and judge me, but I like my Nikes. Okay. I like shoes. So the reason why I'm showing you that is because some people like alcohol, some people like weed, some people like, all this other stuff. Everybody's going to have some type of vice. I get that. Okay. What I don't want you to fall into is that vice kicking your ass in life. If that vice basically takes away the ability for you to be healthy and afford good foods, then that's not a good vice at all. For instance, if I was buying these expensive ass shoes and I'm saying, oh my God, vegan, I can't go vegan or I can't eat organic because it's too expensive. Well, shit, bro. Maybe you should stop buying shoes. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at here, because many people do that. And I see it a lot. Many people, they'll tell me how expensive everything is as far as food and their health, but they're driving a Mercedes. I don't drive a Mercedes, but they drive a Mercedes, or they're driving some kind of expensive car. They like expensive shoes, Jordans. I see a lot of people with Jordans. Guess what? LeBron just came out with the Beats. He just put it on his page. The Beats by Dre. They're just Beats now. He came out with the Beats headphones that don't have a string on them, so it's just wireless. Guess what? I'm going to see majority of my following who told me veganism was too expensive. These motherfuckers are going to have, excuse my language, these people are going to have those Beats headphones. They're $250. So what I'm trying to say here is you can afford a lot of this stuff, but you got vices, you got habits, and the habits are getting in the way of your health. You can't let that do that. I'm okay. I'm going to get the Beats too. But guess what? I'm going to make sure I got my vegan food and all my good shit downstairs first. I'm going to make sure I got all of my food, my organic food, my good water. I'm going to make sure I have those things first. And then if I got a little extra money for those Beats, I'll go buy the Beats. Or if I want another pair of shoes, I'll go buy the shoes. But the last thing I'm going to do is to let those vices and those material things come in the way between me and my health. Okay. I got to keep this right, because this is the only, I'm talking about my heart. Okay. This is the only thing I got right now. Okay. It's your number one asset. So that's my little rant just to end this thing, because Instagram about to cut me off in about a minute. But yeah, let me go through some of these questions and just say what's up to everybody. You better preach, Tay. Facts, man. Facts. Let's see. Anything in excess is a liability. Facts. Nipsey Hussle. Like, hey, what y'all think about my Nipsey braids? All right. I got these from my guy. All right. Let's see. He actually helped me cut way back on my marijuana. That's what's up. That's what's up. Invest in a Costco membership. They have lots of organic. Yeah, they do. They do. I smoke weed. Not a weed head though. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Oh, that's what's up. I see that. I'm on IG now. That's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, Instagram's about to cut me off. Once again, if you got any questions about VT University, just click the link in my bio. VT University is the first thing. Click that. Hurry up and get in so you get locked in at that lower rate. Because don't be hitting me up afterwards. All right. Love y'all. Have a good night. For YouTube, all right, because they're done. We had good. We had 300 people come in on Instagram. So we're going to save that. Share. Good. Same thing for my people on YouTube. I just want to let everybody know I love you. Thanks for coming, hanging out with me. All right. If you got any questions, just hit me up. Same thing. If you're not on my Instagram, go follow me there. That's usually where I spend most of my time answering questions. I will be sure to put the VT University link somewhere in this, like once it's downloaded and up on my page, I'll put the VT University link in there. I didn't mention soy. Soy, just real quick. Yeah, y'all gonna get a little extra, like always. Okay, just real quick. I don't do soy. Okay, now if it's in my food, I'll eat it. If it's not in my food, good. Okay, I don't want it. I'm not gonna go look for it. Why is that? Okay, when you work, I just want to say this: when you work with 10 people, you're like, okay. Same thing happened to the 10 people. When you work with 20 people, you're like, okay, the same thing's happening. So now you're starting to draw your own conclusions based on your experience, right? When you get to 100 people, you're like, shit, the same things happen to all 100 people. Okay. When you get to 1,000 people, now you're like, I don't care what nobody else says, this is what's going on. Well, I'm at 3,000 now. Okay? I've worked with over 3,000 people, and many of them being women. And what I've noticed is that when my women come to me, a lot of them used to come to me for their menstrual cycle to bring it down, okay, to make it less painful, no cramps. They heard about me being able to take away the cramps and shrink the duration. So instead of being on your menstrual cycle for 2 weeks, I've had people on menstrual cycle for 2 weeks. Instead of being on your menstrual cycle for 2 weeks or a week, 2 days. No pain. Small blood, if any. Very good, sustainable. Excuse me. Well, after they finished my nutrition plan that I gave them to get that way, a lot of people are like, hey, can I have tofu again? Sure, have at it. Go get your soy. As soon as they started eating soy, guess what came back? The menstrual cycle, okay? Or the fibroids. Because I know what fibroids are and I know what causes them in most cases, that's an estrogen issue. Because soy, in many cases, many of these women's cases, because soy was one of the only things that they were eating as they added things back into their diet, I knew that something was going on with that. So I personally don't do it because I don't need any more estrogen either. Okay. So let me say this first. I know I'm tiptoeing because I know there's so many studies that say soy is good, but guess what? There's also a lot of studies that say sugar's okay, that Coca-Cola is pretty good, that Pepsi is good, that veganism is bad, that meat is much better than vegetables. There's all of these fucking studies. Before anybody comes and bring up a study about soy, okay, we have to realize that there are studies, especially if it's money behind it, there are studies that are going to prove any and everything out there, okay? There's going to be studies that probably show that you should cut yourself once a week just, for fun. I'm being stupid now, but seriously, there are going to be studies out there. I get that. Now, here's why I don't do soy. Soy is what's known to be called a xenoestrogen. Okay. Yes, it's very confusing. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But I'm gonna break this down for you, and hopefully that we can get it where we want it. It's a xenoestrogen. Okay. Now, these estrogens are basically what they say. Oh, it's a fake estrogen. Okay, I get it. Now, this is not me trying to persuade you not to do soy. I'm just telling you why I don't do it. Now we have what we call phytoandrogens. Okay. These are plants, just like a plant that causes estrogen increase. These are plants that cause testosterone increase. So my biggest question is, why in the hell would the phytoandrogens help me or let me just say this. Let me break it down even simple. Why would the plant-based androgens cause an increase in testosterone? What are these? What am I talking about? So these androgens are tribulus. Have you heard of tribulus? Saw palmetto berry, another plant that helps to increase testosterone. Tonkat ali, some people call it long jack. That's another one that helps to boost testosterone. Okay, and I can keep going. You got prickly pear, helps to boost testosterone. Boron helps to, all of these things are natural, yes, but they help to produce testosterone in the body. Now, why do these plants work to help increase testosterone? But when we bring something that's a plant-based estrogen up, oh, now everybody's like, oh no, well, it doesn't really bother the estrogen with that. No, I'm not falling for that. Okay, not just because, oh, I'm using this elementary or pseudoscience way of coming to that conclusion. No, I'm using that because one, it's common sense to me, but two, because I've worked with thousands of people who have had the same things happen. It would be very stupid of me to see it happen to 1,000 or more people and then still fall into the trap and say, well, maybe that's just them. And then I still do what was working negatively against the other people, right? It doesn't make sense to me. So with that being said, I can get my protein in many other ways. I don't need soy, okay? And as a matter of fact, my guy, he eats soy, and it's nothing against it. But one of my guys, I'm not sure if you all know him, Corin Sutton. He was in Nashville with me at the Veg Fest, and he mentioned something very profound that a lot of people didn't want to hear. And he's like, well, I eat soy, tofu. And he said, and what people don't want to come to the conclusion of is that tofu is a supplement. And that you saw the whole crowd do this. And they're like, what do you mean? He's like, well, that's not a plant. It's a supplement, just like protein powder is. And I'm like, yeah, he's right. It's a supplement. Okay. You process a plant-based food to make it fit your needs, your dietary needs. So we process, guess what? So we process, split peas or whatever type of protein powder you have. We process protein foods, plant-based protein foods, to make a powder that you put in your smoothies. Supplement, cool. But we also process soybeans to make tofu, supplement. So when he dropped that on the crowd, everybody was like, oh. And I'm like, yes, I'm glad you said that, because many people come to me, I don't want to do any supplements. And I'm like, well, hey, tofu is a supplement. And nobody really wanted to hear me when I was saying that. So I'm glad he said it, because he eats it. I don't eat soy. But that's just me. Okay, that's from my experience, from my studies. Okay, my doctor, the doctors who certified me and who taught me everything I know about health and everything, they were against soy as well. So we don't do soy, okay, because we know what it does to the body, and that's fine. Now, once again, will I run from it? If I'm out to eat and somebody's like, man, this is a pizza, but it's got soy on it, I'm probably gonna eat the pizza. Okay, it's fine. But am I going to make that a part of my daily? No, I'm not going to eat it every day. I'm not going to go buy it and keep it in my refrigerator or whatever. Keep it at the house. No, I'm not going to do that. My friend at OBGYN says that Asians with high soy food diet go through very little menopause symptoms. Gotcha. Well, and I get that. Once again, everybody's gonna have their thing. See, and me being an intellectual that questions everything too. When your OBGYN friend says, okay, well, Asians who have a high soy diet go through less menopause or very little menopause, I would also ask, okay, well, what else in our diet is causing? What else in our diet is different than in their diet that's causing that difference? Because it can be many things that can be causing it. Is it soy? Maybe it is, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's the simple fact that we have access to so many other things that are causing our hormones to do this, right? We don't know, okay? But a lot of people, once again, this is what happens in these studies, okay? Because in most cases, you ever heard the saying that goes, If you're looking for something hard enough, you'll find it. Well, in many cases, that's what this is. If I'm looking to prove my point against soy, I will find that shit. But guess what? If I'm looking to prove my point against soy, I will find that shit. If you look hard enough, you'll find it. And that's in anything. Because guess what? If I look hard enough, I'll find a case against veganism. If I look hard enough, I'll find a very great case against meat eating. If I look hard enough, I'll find a great case that proves Coca-Cola is not harmful to the body. If I look hard enough, I will find it. That's what I'm trying to say. So once again, I'm not pushing what I do with myself and my clients. I'm not pushing that on anybody. If you like soy, do it. Okay. If, I've had people who did a lot of soy and they ended up getting fibroids and they came back to me and say, well, what do I do? I would extract soy out just to see what's going on. Okay. Because we don't need that much estrogen if you're already estrogen dominant. Right. So it just depends. It just depends on who we're talking about, the situation. I mean, all of these things you have to think about it, really. So with that being said, I don't want to push the soy thing on anybody or lack thereof because I don't eat it. I don't want to push it on anybody. I don't want to push what I do. I have some really cool friends who eat soy and are vegan. They're vegan. They eat soy, and guess what? I don't judge them. Okay? I don't judge them. Do your thing. Guess what? They don't fast, and I do. But they don't judge me for fasting. But a lot of them might think I'm crazy for doing it. Wait, you're going to go 3 days without food? You're crazy. Okay? Once again, if I look hard enough, I can find some stuff to justify why fasting is the best thing on the planet to do. Right? So once again, it's based on, this is what I tell people. Do you want to take the risk? That's what it's about. Is it worth it? For instance, I like sugar still. I still eat a lot of, not a lot, but I still eat some sugar. I know sugar is going to cause me to maybe hold on to a little water weight or a little fat that's going to cover up my abs. And I have to ask myself, well, is the sugar worth it right now not to see my abs tomorrow? In most cases, I'll go, sure, give me the sugar. Okay, same thing. Is the soy worth it right now for you to possibly, maybe you will, maybe you won't, but possibly have a reaction to the soy later? Is it worth it? If it is, have your soy, and then we'll handle it when it gets here. Okay, we'll handle. I get so many calls. We'll handle it when it gets here. So you just have to ask yourself these questions. Is it worth it to you? And if it's worth it, try it out. Okay, this is what I tell a lot of my clients. They come in, hey, can I do this? Can I do that? Can I do this? Can I do that? Try it out. If it doesn't work, something goes wrong, we'll fix it later. All right. So this is what I'm getting at. All right. I hope all of this makes sense. I hope a lot of you all don't think I'm crazy for not eating soy, but that's just me. Okay. Once again, that's just me. I choose to stay away from it. I can still get up to 180 grams of protein without soy. Okay. I'm the protein powder guy. If I need that much protein, I'm just going to have a protein shake. Okay. I'm going to find a clean protein shake and I'll do that. But some people would rather eat soy than to do protein shakes. It just depends on who you are. So once again, that's just my stance on it. So I hope this made a lot of good sense to you all. I hope I explained everything well. I think I got all the questions out of the way. Yeah, we're good. So you got a little something extra than the Instagram did. So I hope you enjoy it. I love you all. If you have any questions, of course, hit me up. I am the Vegan Trainer on Instagram. Hit me up there, or you can just comment here. I'll comment back. But yeah, we'll get this thing going. All right. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Next Tuesday.